Oh yeah, the sharing concept is still in effect again. I had to cry out, so I'm gonna try to do a few of them, maybe. That's what it sounds like when a guy is crying and wheezing out his nose and stuff like that when you're trying to get a woman's attention. But this is about fishing and parties. Parties and fishing. Let's talk about the married man in this aspect. I had a guy who came to the radio station, grabbed me by my collar and pushed me up against the wall, talking about this sharing thing and how it got him in trouble. I didn't even know they was dealing with any type of debacles like this in Wisconsin. Thought they were so busy eating cheese, being racist, that they didn't have time for it. But obviously they might be civilians, I guess, and caught up to the regular world, and instead of being racist, they too are victims to the social media racket. Even Al Capone would be in trouble if he was alive today. Adolf Hitler would be like, oh man, my girl is cheating on me. Because he thought that doing all that dictatorship stuff and running the tables and doing all of these things, people, even slave owners nowadays would be in trouble. Because you can't watch and force somebody to pick cotton and keep track of your social media. You can't do both, because social media is a full-time job when you get into it. And because men are jealous by nature, you're in trouble. Talking about the married man that came up and grabbed me by my shirt and pushed me up against the wall, I told security, give him a chance, I had a look on my face, because I understood the depths of your pain, sir. You are a victim of sharing. I tried to told you, but I know it hurts. No matter how much you think you can brace yourself and be ready for the blow, it still hurts. And so for all of the guys right now that might look at this video and be laughing like, oh man, I'll never be sharing my woman, I hope you never know about it. Because if you find out, it's gonna hit like a ton of bricks. And it's very possible it's gonna be one of them duplexes that you deal with that do it to you. But nonetheless, I'm talking about the married man that grabbed me and pinned me up against the wall of my plush radio station, one that is unwatched by most folk and unlistened to, but nonetheless I still run the podcast and things anyway. Shout out to Cold Crowd, KOLDKROWN. Subscribe, which is the red button, the red words, that's in capital letters. Click the thumbs up, which is the grayed out area, but it will turn blue if you do such a thing. We're talking about sharing. Thanks, and I appreciate your support. Sharing is what we're talking about. Old concept, new title. The relief package is what I call myself. Almost like an aspirin, a buffering. Y'all remember buffering aspirins? Are they out of business? Somebody sent me a message. Let me know, is buffering still a aspirin? Or are they out of business? Might have been ran out. What about Midol? But anyway, you're going to need a headache pill when I'm finished, is all I'm trying to say. So, I like to take ibuprofen from time to time. I will give them a shout out. Hopefully they can put me on the payroll, because President Obama used to talk about health care, and he was probably talking about, needing something way stronger than ibuprofen, Midol, and for the women that take Benadryl, because they probably stay up all night with all the text messages that they get on their social media. Guy had me pinned up. I'm married, is what he says. I'm a married man, and I really like to go fishing. And my wife has confused me and thought that I was a wild man and liked to party. So she thought that, yeah, he was talking with all broken up pieces. He was hurt. Big, strong guy. Probably about 6'9", probably about almost damn near 400 pounds. For some reason, he got a hairy chest exposed in front of my face. So I hope he is legit and not cheating and is not thinking about going outside on his wife, because I don't play that. But so he's crying and talking in chopped up pieces. I didn't know if he was illiterate. I'm starting to learn a lot of people can't read. So I didn't know that. I thought maybe maybe that's the problem. Can't nobody read. Everybody dumb, blind, deaf, and everything else. So I'm starting to find out as I get a little bit more older and a little bit more retarded that I don't know anything at all. So I'm hemmed up, and the guy's telling me that he goes fishing. So there's two kinds of men. There are the ones that go fishing that are not doing anything. They go to work, they take care of their business, they come home and take care of their wives, and these guys will kill you if they ever catch you with their wife. Now, she might be promiscuous and loose and running rampant, and one of the major reasons why she can do it is because you got everything taken care of. So you show me a man that's fishing, and I'm going to show you a man that's got things under control in his life. Out there, got the reel out in the water. You know, take all day to catch a fish, but nonetheless, he's out there trying, baiting the hook and stuff. A fishing man. And then there's the married man that like to party, that's out there still sowing his wild oats, even though he's 56. Still got the younger women confused with dating somebody her own speed, because he's trying to keep up, and he got his own PlayStation, and he'll play you in Madden or something like that, 2K, and be talking about he'll beat you in a tournament. You know, eating up all the stuff in the refrigerator. Like the party though, this guy will be out with his boys and can drink somebody on the table with all them beers and wine, except for some of these women. Y'all ever seen some of these women? Ooh-wee! And I used to wonder why their guts looked like cushions, like they had pillows and stuff inside of them. And then I learned quickly, some of them are alcoholics. Did y'all know that? That's like a revelation. It's almost like being a doctor or something. I'm giving a prognosis. Some of them are alcoholics, and they drinking themselves to death, you know? And I think they're getting confused and caught up in their life and trying to juggle all of these men and this sharing concept. So they don't have time for petty conversation. And if you know, that's why they're disrespectful to men a lot, because they don't have time. I got 17 other men just today. And hey baby, what's hubba bubba? Hey baby, how's it going? Hey baby. And even the ugly ones is getting this type of treatment. So the world is over. Me and you are pitiful. You're pitiful beyond the state of pitifity, whatever that is. You are way beyond in your behavior of ridiculousness. So I wanted to do another segment of sharing. Well, anyway, the guy finally let me go, and I had to have him sit down because he was 6'9". Couldn't put my arm around him and try to show him no love, but I patted him on the shoulder a couple of times. Dust popped off his jacket, maybe because he don't clean his clothes anymore. So he's in a rut, because you know she ain't gonna do it. She ain't got time. She's too tired from doing nothing. Claiming, I'm busy. So the guy's getting disrespected. And his wife is 5'2". But anyway, so sit the guy down, and all of my goons and things, put the automatic weapons and stuff away. I motion that he's okay, and I told the guy something that I don't really like to say a whole lot, because I know it can be taken in a negative fashion. But I said, I love you. And I didn't want him to kill himself or to try to kill anybody inside of the studio because of this uncontrollable animal called a woman, who is built with the concept of sharing. So after I got the guy to calm down a little bit, I bought him a drink and bought him some food, a couple of pieces of steak, and took one home to his wife so he could pretend like he had did something positive. And I tried to give him the idea that if you're going to be married to her, you're going to have to learn how to share her, sir. And that was one of the last things I said to him. He shrugged his shoulders, slumped down like that, and was ready to give up because he understood the concept, and he said he's going to try. So to his 5'2" wife, who was an animal and a beast, he's coming home to you, and now he's going to try to be a more positive man because he has the concept now and has accepted the fact slowly that you're going to be sharing him with other men.